Saludos amigos de Super Luchas, le habla Eric García aquí directamente desde el WrestleCon en la ciudad de Filadelfia y me encuentro aquí con Jason el Terrible, el original Jason el Terrible. Luego de 20 años casi de ausencia, estamos haciendo la primera aparición. Jason, cuéntame, ¿cómo te sientes este fin de semana con la acogida del público?
Bueno, ¿qué te puedo decir? Gracias a Super Lucha y a Pro Wrestling Straight, estamos aquí en WrestleCon. Ha sido algo bien motivador, lo cual me ha llenado de satisfacción y el recibimiento de los fanáticos. Pues nada, estamos disfrutando el momento.
Estás aquí encontrándote con amistades de la vieja guardia, tanto así que el Sandman está por aquí.
It's good to see old friends. I love you, dude. You know that. I love you.
Sandman, many years here in Philadelphia, you guys met for the first time and then ended up going all the way to Japan. Can you tell us some stories about the road, about those days?
Well, here in Philly, it was a little. He was a bigger star than I was at one point. You know what I'm saying? And I was just happy to be his friend. And then I ended up going to Japan for, I forget, maybe Ibaraki. Was that actually his name? And I tell you what, besides like everything being around the ring and stuff like that, and as a teacher, like over, because it was like my first, it might have been my first time in Japan, you know what I mean? So he showed me the ropes, you know what I mean? And then the promoter didn't pay us. So, and I said, I'm going to stay a couple days because I want my money. The Public Enemy had already left and maybe the Pitbulls had left, but I stayed, and it was the greatest 2 days of my life because all he let me do was sit in his apartment and watch tapes. I had never seen a barbed wire. I had never even seen a barbed wire match. This is like early 90s, like maybe 94, 95, you know. I had never even seen a barbed wire match before. And it helped me. All those tapes helped me later on in my career. The very, very valuable 48 hours, dude, honestly. So then I decided, all right, I can't stay anymore. It's time to go home. He takes me to the train station. Boom, I'm off to the airport. I'm in the security wasn't like it is now on like airports and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Back then. So I think he might have walked. So the guy Ibaraki comes home right after he sends me to the train station. Next thing I know, he went out of his way totally to bring my money to me at the airport before I went home. And that's the true character of a person, and that's why I love him.
That's quite the story to hear, and it's actually very nice to hear this story. So you said that the first time you ever saw barbed wire was when you went to Japan and spoke with Jason, and we know about your career. We know about the promotions for ECW. You wrapped up in barbed wire back in the day. So can we say that maybe, you know, hanging out with Jason in Japan was actually what brought that extreme all the way up here to Philadelphia with the Sandman?
Dude, absolutely helped. Because a lot of people don't give it credit, like the stuff that they were doing, but did have a certain kind of audience, you know what I'm saying? But there was other people, like guys that started some of that hardcore shit that don't get the credit, and he's obviously one of them.
Sandman, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for, you know, letting us do this interview and go down, you know, memory lane for a little bit. Okay?
I love it.